Auntie here from the Beehive. We are going to celebrate, excuse me while I adjust everything like usual. We're going to celebrate Halloween and the many aspects of Halloween. And I'm going to talk about each aspect that I think is important to us, what's going on, and spiritually connected and affects all of us. And first of all, I'm going to talk about Halloween pumpkins. And the pumpkins themselves, they started with the idea of pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns in the 1550s, 1550. And they did this, the Celtics did it in the British Isles. And they called the fall season Samhain. I think I said that right. And they called it the prayer, they prayed as the All Saints' Day. It was the symbol of plenitude and prosperity. It's the pumpkin and the jack-o'-lantern. The fruit matures in late summer and early fall, and it's a classic symbol of autumn. I have my pumpkins on today. I try to wear the appropriate outfits with the appropriate talk. It's not easy, but I'm matching up everything. And I have the dark crystal on my head for grounding and so forth during this time. The pumpkin radiates warm and vibrant energy, and pumpkins were placed on porches and windows and lit up, like I said, as jack-o'-lanterns. The idea also of having squash and pumpkins was to ward off unwanted spirits because we are closest to the veil, meaning we are closest to the other side of the spirit world. The vibrations and the energy is thinner now between our world, earth world, and the spirit world. So when the ghosts are closest to the veil, it's easier to get in contact with them and hope that they hear you when you're wishing them well, and they're wishing you well. The ghost spirits increase by approximately 30% at this time. And they will attract to who you are. In other words, like attracts like. So if you're wearing a demonic costume of any kind, or any of these horror movies, they do put out, in man's thinking and in man's world, distressing vibrations. And that can affect your chakras, because then it could draw in these negative energies. If you want to have positive energies come into you, you need to put the positive energies out. So wear positive masks, positive costumes. Do not wear black, because that attracts them as well. There's no light there. So dark spirits like black. 1 to 2 days before Halloween and 1 week after Halloween. I have a card here for the jack-o'-lantern, and he was really meant for protection. Like I said, out in front of your house, on your windows, in your room, wherever you put him, to protect you from the negative spirits. And that comes from our ancestors way back. We also would like to put a lamp in the window to remember the Halloween's past, and to think about that, and to think about the wonderful times that we had with all of our family members and the ones that are deceased at this time. We will be talking about ancestors and honoring them and all that in a later talk this month in October also. And then we have what they also used to do was they broke bread together and they called it barmbrack. And the barmbrack had things in it. It had raisins and good food to eat, but it was bread that had trinkets and good luck charms and things in it. And I believe that was also a Celtic tradition, and that was at Halloween. And if you took your bread out, you had to be careful when you eat it, but you had to see what was in there. There could be any charm in there to wish you good luck and security during that season. Now I'm going to pull a few more cards for the pumpkin time and see what we get. Our pumpkin's telling us something else. All right, let's check on this one and see what we have here. I've got special cards for this time of year that have to do with Halloween and autumn and that type of thing. So they are different decks. This is what the back looks like of one of them. Now I pulled the owl. We're seeing and we're going to take wise action. When we're seeing, pay attention. Pay attention to what you see and take the positive action toward it. And do positive things in your home and bring in positive energies, especially when this veil is thin. Now I'm going to pull another one from that deck, and then I got a few more here. All right, this one says ghost. Oh my goodness. It says, get rid of your regrets. Any regrets from the past with ancestors, with any of your holidays or anything. Get rid of the regrets. Ghosts can come back, and we'll talk about them too, because they have regrets. They could be haunting and around us and so forth. So forget the regrets. You know, just let it go. Just let it go. Now let's pull some more here. I have, ooh, autumn. That is so cute. I have what you call the Witch Tower of the West, autumn. And we sure are bringing it in. We're bringing it in, and it's more prevalent, of course, up north and down here in Florida. But you can feel a shift and a smell in the air that is really, really pleasant to get rid of that muggy storm type things that we deal with here, and just that crisp air of like a new beginning, a new rebirthing, wow, you know, a new season. I'll pick another one from this stack. All right. Okay. This says, which I talked in the last one, the mirror, looking in the mirror. And you will start to find out things about your inner self, and you will need to learn about your own shadows. If you learn about your own shadows and negativities and look for them, then you can deal with them, get them out in the open into the light, and move forward and not have to suffer any more distress or disease or discomforts because of them. All right, and one more from this stack. All righty. Oh, I have the High Priestess and the High Priest both together here. And it's a responsibility in your family to do the best you can, the male and female aspects, to raise your children and show them the positive ways. Put that good energy out there in your family, because then they're going to grow up and they're going to be a whole lot better because of it, and not worse because of the male and female, you know, the priest and the priestess in the family, because you are at the top of the realm, you know, over the kids when you have the kids. So, you know, you are the king and queen court, so to speak. All right. Now I'm going to try a different deck here, and we're going to check a look at these. This is the Ravens deck, and the Black Crow, Black Raven, and it's very appropriate for this time of the year. And let's see what we have from the Ravens deck. Routine. Okay. If your routine is good, that's okay. I mean, you know, you have to do certain things that are a routine. But when you're going into this rebirth season, you need to be a little uncomfortable at times to move into different aspects and not to be so comfortable. So move a little bit out of your routine. The ravens are flying out and flying around, and they're doing it with their families and so forth. So don't be afraid to get out of your routine sometimes. All right. Now I'm going to pull from it's hard to reach here, from my steampunk deck, and I get this. There it is. The screen comes and goes, but it probably doesn't go for you like it does me, you know. It just goes black sometimes. So, also, this pumpkin day, let's see what it says here. Oh my, it says the world. This is the steampunk deck, and we'll go over steampunk another day because it's fun and what it means, and if you don't already know. But this is the world, meaning a completion of a cycle and getting ready to move on to the next one. And that's quite miraculous. All right, one more for today. Let's see what we got. All right, then I wish you the best with your jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, fertility. Okay. What we need to do with that is you are either getting ready to, you know, thinking about having children and birthing a child. Or what we're doing is we are fertilizing our thoughts coming in to begin something anew and to help it to grow and to make it prosperous and go forward from here. All right, that's the pumpkin and all the fun stuff. All right, put yours out, light it up, and they're so cute. You don't need to make an ugly face on it. Make a fun face on it. Remember, the positive brings positive to it. The negative brings negative to it. Be buzzed. Be spiritual. Be healthy. Be alive. Be healed. And I love you from the Beehive. This is Santi. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.